Then we about to get into the slap heard round the world.
Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Uh-oh, Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay. Okay.
Yes. What would you have done, bro? Like,
as a man. So am I Will Smith or am I Chris Rock?
Chris Rock. You're Chris Rock. A man comes up to you and slaps you in the face, bro, in front of millions. What do you do?
First of all, I want to shout out to you, Chris Rock. You'll never hear this, but if you ever hear this, I just want to tell you, man, salute to you. You're a great example. Well, jeez. You know, Dwayne,
listen.
Wait, not only did he slap him, which first of all, we can get on that machismo shit if we want, right? We brother, ain't no brother. First of all, brothers ain't got just smacking me, dog. You know what I mean? Get out of here with that bullshit. But not only did he smack him, he gave him his back right after. Like, think about that for a minute. You're gonna come smack me and then give me your back like I'm just some complete lame that you are not afraid of at all. That was just complete disrespect. But I gotta, shout out to you, Chris Rock. I mean, you did in that moment what I think I would wish I would do in that moment is show absolute maturity and restraint in a situation. Now, if I see you somewhere else outside that situation, is on site. But like for then and there, if I'm Chris, like shout out to you, Chris Rock, because I mean that was just completely uncalled for. You were assaulted. You chose not to press charges, so you stood up. You know what I mean, like a man. Like, I mean, I don't know if I'd have to be put in that situation to see how I would react, Wayne. I would hope that I would react like Chris Rock did.
So you're saluting his professionalism and restraint.
His restraint, yes, absolutely. First of all,
oh my God. Listen.
Let's hear it.
Do you know one of my heroes?
Yeah.
Is Gandhi.
Okay.
That's one of my heroes.
Okay.
Nonviolent.
Yeah.
That's where Martin Luther King got the whole philosophy. I, as a man, would have to defend myself.
Okay.
Not gonna walk up to me,
right,
and smack me like that. I don't care if I'm the host of the Oscars or I'm on the street. You smack me, you're getting smacked back at the least.
At the least, yeah.
At the least.
Turn his back to you. You gonna kick him in the back though? You're gonna look bad.
I'm not. He's not gonna get a chance to turn.
Oh my
God. Not gonna get a chance.
Oh God.
Yeah, I can't. So let me still salute Chris Rock.
Yeah.
For showing restraint, because some people look at that as a weakness. That is definitely a strength to hold back your emotions and to not do a certain thing. That is a strength.
I agree.
That I do not possess. Do not possess that amount of strength.
I like I said, I would like to think in that situation I could hold my restraint. I would like to think that I could.
Yeah.
I mean, the dirty thing, he apologized to everybody. He got his Oscar. And he apologized to everybody except Chris Rock.
Except Chris Rock.
You got to be able to have people talk crazy about you In this business, you got to be able to have people disrespecting you. And you got to smile and you got to pretend like that's okay. But Richard Williams, and what I loved, thank you, D. Denzel said to me a few minutes ago, he said, at your highest moment, be careful, that's when the devil comes for you.
Do you think, do you, in your opinion, in your humble opinion, do you think that Will Smith was justified in any extent in his actions?
So I talked to my wife about this. You know, he was not justified. And I can make the argument that that slap of Chris Rock wasn't protecting his wife as he said it was. It was for his own ego. Remember, at the beginning of that show, first of all, he's already had to deal with the memes, the crying meme. And if you are one that sort of puts your relation, first of all, Inez and I have a, you know, we're not celebrities first and foremost, right? But like, we have this rule in our marriage that, you know, our marriage is ours. And, you know, I can tell you that there's been ups and I can tell you that there's been downs, but I would tell you that all of the details of that are between Inez and I.
Right.
When you're famous and you put yourself out there, you come to the Red Table Talk and you want to talk about like all of your intimate details. I do think then you cannot, if you're putting out there for public consumption, you have to take the good and the bad. And necessarily can't necessarily like get mad at anyone because you put that out there for public consumption. And then with that comes good and with that comes bad. Now, the comment wasn't necessarily about entanglements or anything like that. It was about her appearance, and I guess her alopecia, her hair. And he boisterously.
I also want to clear that up. Some people at work, were saying that she had cancer. She does not have cancer.
She does not have cancer.
Right, like you said, it's
she has a hair condition. She's completely healthy. She's just got a hair follicle issue.
Well,
and she looks great. She pulls it off amazing. She looked great with the bald head. I mean, so it's not about a look thing, but like he's the funny thing about that too, Dwayne. He's he ha ha the whole time.
Yeah.
Jada give him a look like, yo, Tupac wouldn't he ha at that. Tupac wouldn't have laughed at that. And next thing you know, he got mad. So I guess I would need to know, like, I wonder if Jada was mortified too. Think about it. It's not like he's at the Oscars, but that's like his place of work, right? That's his coworkers, that's his place of work, his peers, his coworkers, but that's also Jada's peers. After that show, don't tell me she's not out there politicking, hitting it, talking with producers, talking with directors, trying to get her stuff on too. That's her place of work. That's her job. You go to your wife's job and smack up one of her coworkers for talking sideways to your wife. Like, what would she think about that? I don't know. I mean, I'm asking.
Is that a real question?
Yeah, it's a real question. You go to your wife's job. You go to your wife's job and smack up one of her coworkers for what you perceive to be a slight. How do you think that would go over? Honestly.
That wouldn't go over well. So it would have to be the context of everything. So you don't know.
The context sure.
I heard something about 2016. He was making jokes before and they wanted to boycott the Oscars. And maybe it's some stuff boiling over. Oh, you keep talking about my wife? Now I'm going to have to do something about it.
Yeah. It was in 16. He said something to the point. I heard the clip. Only reason I know is I heard the clip earlier. Yeah. And he said something about, I heard Jada was boycotting the Oscars or something like. It's like, well, how can you boycott something that you wasn't invited to?
Which is funny. Yo, listen.
It's funny.
Yo.
And
you got it.
Now, I will say this, because Inez and I watched the first half hour, right? So Regina Hall did this whole skit earlier. And she's like, oh, we got to do this COVID check. And she's pulling up just random, what you think are random guys. But what she did, she's pulled up, because she had made this joke earlier that she's single. So then now, as the show comes along, she's pulling up just men from the crush. She pulled up like Tyler Perry. She pulled up the guy from Dune, the lead guy. she pulled out a couple people, and she was like, "Oh, I got to take these men to the back to just do, some COVID checks." And then she said something. Well, hey, Jada, if it's she says something. She says something to Jada in regards to potentially taking Will backstage as well. Jada said it was okay, something like that, like a joke. She probably was feeling a little salty from that. Then come Chris Rock, and that's why I didn't watch. He's doing his bit. He's making fun of Javier Bardem. He's making fun of it, but then he brings Jada's name again, and she's probably at this point like, all right, so you already, to your point, you already made that joke about me in 2016. I'm already dealing with entanglement, sort of slight at the beginning of the show. Like, why does my name probably keep coming up? Maybe that's what she was thinking. I'm guessing.
Yeah,
could be
they
wrong,
were sitting in the front.
What's that?
They were sitting in the front.
They were sitting in the front. Correct.
They were sitting in the front. So just like when you're at a comedy show. If you want to sit in the front and get those good seats,
you're gonna get
the
roasted.
best view. Get ready to be roasted. The potential.
Right? Yes. Will laughed. Jada gave him a side eye. He went up there and he smacked Chris Rock, and everybody thought it was a joke.
Right.
When he won his Oscar, Dwayne, I saw this on clips. I didn't watch this, but when Will Smith won his Oscar, he still got a standing ovation. What do you think of that?
Yeah, hopefully I can do my editing magic and put a clip of that sound in here. I'll let you guys listen to that. But
And the Oscar goes to
Will Smith!
Oh, man.
Didn't buy it. He probably was like, "Oh shit, what did I do? How am I gonna clean this up? I'm about to get my Oscar." Like, we fucked up.
What would you have done in your situation? You're Will Smith.
Who am I?
You're Will Smith.
I'm Will Smith now. Okay.
Now you're Will Smith.
I'm Will Smith.
Your wife is right there, and this comedian's up there telling these jokes.
Yep.
And your wife's kind of not feeling great about it.
Yeah.
How do you react in that situation?
If I wanted to be extreme about it, which me personally, I'm not extreme. I'm gonna talk to you offset. I'm not wrong. But if I wanted to be extreme about it, I would walk up on stage.
Go full Kanye. Dwayne.
Walk straight up to him.
Yep.
And tell him,
that
shit is not cool. I remember the shit you did last time. If you do that shit again, I'm gonna smack you in front of all these people.
So he gets the warning.
Off.
He get a warning.
Right.
Okay.
But all the people are gonna see is
verbal
me
warning.
come up to him and whisper something to his ear, and he's gonna be listening attentively.
Oh, so they're not gonna hear it.
They're not gonna hear it.
They're not gonna hear it. Okay.
Because I'm not for the full blown thing. I'm for the classy, but I'll beat the shit out of you. It's gonna have the same.
Like I wish you would. Like
but be classy because you got millions of people watching. You're representing Black people. In this white dominated forum.
Okay, so you went there. All right.
In this white dominated forum. You got to.
So he represents all Black people? He represents all Black people?
Say it again.
He represents all Black people. What his Will Smith actions reflect on you?
So he's the black person in a white dominated area. So does he represent Black people? Yes. All Black people, of course not, but he's the Black representation in that area. So of course, hold on.
Go ahead.
So of course, and wrongfully so, there's gonna be a lot of people that see that and say, you invited Black people, what did you expect?
Yes.
The violence, the ignorance. They're gonna say that. And now you got some people saying, now the Oscars are a little bit Black now. They got a little bit of blackness to it now.
They said that on Fox News. I saw a clip today. They said
wait, who said that?
Something like "This Isn't the Hood" or something like that. Judge Janine Pirro
Oh wow, that's what I'm talking about, and I didn't even know that. But they will say that stuff.
But why don't Jeffrey Epstein represent all white people? Why don't white people got to apologize for Jeff? They don't have to apologize for Jeffrey Epstein.
In what dominated area?
In the world in general.
The world, right? Well, he is being judged in the world
on his individual actions, though. Correct.
Yeah.
What Jeffrey Epstein doesn't reflect on like the average white dude that's just going to work.
So I would say it would have to depend on the area that you're in. So in the world, he's looked at as a bad person, a bad
individual. Exactly.
Evil individual.
Correct. And Will Smith, is he looked at as a bad individual?
It depends. So to some people who want to look at him like that, whether it be black or white or whatever color, he's going to be looked at as your stereotypical angry black man who can't control his anger. Somebody says something to him, he'll deal with it in violence.
Yeah, but that's not even stereotypical of black men.
I'm just saying
we need to change that. We need to change that narrative.
Look at us like that. We're intimidating. It don't matter if you have that same smile that you have right there, John. Show it again. Show with the teeth. There we go. It don't matter if you do that. They will still. If I come at him the wrong way, he gonna smack the shit out of me. Let me watch out. We don't know what's inside there. Some people think like that.
There was this movie. Yeah, but how much of that? So let's say that's true or not. It probably is true. I'm not going to play complete ignorant here, right?
Yeah, and it's not like I know that it is. That's just my opinion. I do not know.
There was this movie, Ghostbusters 2, right? And the ooze was under New York, and everybody, the Vigo was in the painting, right? And everybody was getting real angry.
That was a good movie.
Great movie, great soundtrack too, right? No, that was the first one. The Keymaster and all that. This is Vigo. Part 2 was Vigo.
Vigo was in the second one.
Vigo was in the second one.
The gatekeeper and the something else master.
Was there a gatekeeper? Peter McNichol was.
It was the little Rick Moranis. Sigourney Weaver and Vigo.
Yes, that's the first one. No, that was Gozer.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, you got to get your nerd game up there. That was Gozer, the Gazarian.
All right, I'll look it back.
No, but the second one was Vigo.
All right.
And remember, it was under New York City, and the ooze is making everybody so pissed off. And they were going to the mayor, and they're like, "We got to stop the ooze, and we got to stop Vigo." And everybody's angry. And the mayor said, "Oh, this line I never forget." He goes, "Being angry and treating everyone like shit is every New Yorker's God-given right." And what that tells me is like, Dwayne, there's some people that are just going to be assholes regardless, and it's their God-given right. And God bless you. Go over there and be an asshole. Your thoughts, your actions, as long as they don't impede in my life or my family in any way, and you want to think of me in any way you want, but you're not like my boss or like my direct supervisor, then I don't care. It doesn't affect me. I just kind of try to, and it could be naivety, whatever the word is. I want to reject that all black, like I know, like, and I know you, Dwayne, like if you go on your phone, if you go on my phone, there's 100 black men in your phone numbers, probably mine as well, that are brilliant, that are doing the damn thing, that are raising their kids, that are absolutely just peaches among society. You know, we had to start looking at each other like more in that way. It's like, oh, that's how they look at us. And this is like, and I know that's true, Dwayne. I know that's true. I'm not naive, but like, let's stop putting that as the forefront, I guess. So what they think of us in the negative. Who cares? Let's flip it. Like, I got like,
So how do we flip it? Do we do it by our actions, or do we do it by our I don't care what you think about me? What
it's combination of both. I think our actions, play in that. But I think there's some perceptions of us out there that I think we can certainly change. There's a perception that, like for example, like we don't raise our kids, like black men don't raise their kids. Like when there's nobody in our group that we know of, regardless if they're with the mother or not, is not in their child's lives. I don't know any black men, and all the black men that I know that aren't in their child's lives in any shape or form. Don't necessarily have to be married to the mom. It might not necessarily have all kids of one mom, but there's like not one black man that I know in my circle that is not involved in their kid's life. Down here where I'm at in Georgia, like all these houses I live in, all black families, dude, like all together, like, and some not, but the fathers are in the kid's life always. They just gotta like flip some of this negativity. I don't know.
But I understand what you're saying, and I just believe that how we flip that perception and those perceptions is through our actions. So just like I said, if I was Will Smith, I would have handled it that way, knowing that with great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah, good one.
I am one of the richest black men in the world on this huge stage. I'm not gonna go out there and show my ass like that.
Yeah.
But at the same token, I'm gonna let him know, like, don't do that shit again.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you two things. One, the Chris Rock is on tour this summer with Kevin Hart. The jokes are gonna be epic. So, so that's gonna be, so he's definitely not gonna just let this slide. I think he's got a platform, he's got a microphone, he's a comedian.
Yeah, and he has to address it, really.
He's gonna have to address. He's not gonna let it slide. So there's gonna be more to come of that. I think, you know, I saw this comment earlier. You know, the best way maybe that Will Smith could have defended. I asked my wife too. I was like, you know, do you think this was him defending his wife? As a woman, would you want me to like smack out like that? My wife's like, no, I wouldn't want you to do that. And it wasn't really about Jada at that moment. It was more about maybe his ego. Maybe he felt emasculated. Maybe a lot of different things that go into that. You know, if I was Will Smith, you know, what I do is I feel like my wife being, you know, disrespected. I take her hand, I stand up, I kiss her directly in the mouth, slob, all that stuff, all nasty, right in front of everybody, and then we walk out. Imagine that now. Imagine they walk out of the place all public. Now he's supposed to get an Oscar. Now they got to announce that he's best actor, but sorry, Will Smith left because there was some crass jokes sent against him. What happens today as we sit here on Monday? The Academy is kissing his ass, apologizing profusely. Chris Rock's kissing his ass, apologizing profusely. And he's the winner.
I'm sorry, go finish. And then
that's
I'm going to end with
that's it. No, that's it. That's it.
So I disagree.
Okay.
Yesterday, I was playing basketball.
Yep.
There was this dude playing. He's about 6'6", 6'7". Right next to the hoop, missing layups.
At
and
6'6",
people are clowning
6'7"?
him. Yo, he's 6'6", 6'7", should be easily dunking the ball. He's missing layups.
Yeah.
The people that are way shorter than him are clowning him. Everybody's laughing at him.
Yeah, that's
middle of the game, he gets up and walks out. And I've told them a few times, like, don't just walk up out of your, like, leave your team, like, finish the game. And then if you want to leave, go ahead, but don't leave your team, like, in the middle. He's so upset, he's leaving or whatever. Long story short, his team ends up winning the game. And then he starts talking again. And I'm like, bro, you can't say one word, bro. You left your team.
Oh, he left. He didn't leave the gym. He just left the game.
He left the game and sat on the sideline.
It sat down. Okay, yeah. That's
because
okay.
He was upset that people were on the other team were like, oh, you're making stupid like fake foul calls and nobody touched you. You're just missing layups by yourself.
Yeah.
And so I say that to say, I believe if Will Smith would have walked out with his wife, because of some jokes, they always have comedians on the Oscars roasting people in the Oscars.
Yeah.
I don't think that would have looked good on Will's part. I really don't.
Well, we'll never know.
Stay there, get your Oscar, and then you can talk about it later.
Right.
I think.
Well, the memes are already hilarious.
Oh,
the comedy tour. The comedy tour.
Chris I'm definitely going to put some memes up on the screen. Definitely. Somewhere on the screen.
Man, it's a bad look for sure. I salute Chris Rock. That's who the big winner is for me. I just got more respect for him. He didn't fall, didn't stumble, didn't even reach for his cheek. His fist balled up by his damn self if you watch the clip, but he didn't swing it. You know, just on instinct. So I give him a lot of respect and credit for that. I think Will Smith certainly was the bad guy in the situation.
I would definitely give Chris Rock kudos for doing that.
Yeah.
It took a lot of strength to do that, and not a lot of strength on Will's part to do what he did.
Yep, I agree. All right.
Yeah.